Hello beautiful people. With the Winged Lions update, War Thunder also added this. Sound events for aircraft engines, ground vehicles, as well as aircraft guns and enemy allied ground vehicles receive support for improved spatial positioning. What is hidden behind this odd phrasing is the support for Windows Sonic for headphones, Dolby Atmos for headphones, and DTS Unbound. You can download all of the apps from the Microsoft Store. The Windows Sonic for headphones is the worst of them all with limited options, but hey, you can get that one for free. The better options are Dolby Atmos and the DTS Sound Unbound, as it is called. There's a free trial for both, but then you need to buy a license. It's about $15 for the Dolby Atmos app, and the DTS app is a little more expensive with around $20 US. The Dolby and the DTS app can be used for more than just games. Streaming services often have support for them, and they can be used with home theaters and some mobile phones as well. The main differences between the Dolby Atmos and the DTS app is the sound compression. The DTS should in theory deliver better audio. I did test out both, but I could not really tell the difference in sound quality in the game. But audio is very user subjective and not many people like the same soundscape. The app for the DTS sound does not have a lot of options. You can choose only from 2 different audio settings with how wide the soundscape is going to be, and if you're lucky, find your specific headset on a limited list, which I guess will change your EQ settings some. With the Dolby Atmos app you have more options. You can for games set a specific option that will widen the soundscape, or you can choose from a set of EQ settings. There are also options for you to make your own EQ settings and presets for music and movies. I'll quickly share my experiences, then I'll have a 5-minute or so clip, first with normal audio from War Thunder with a tank, then the same vehicle in another match but with similar circumstances with Dolby Atmos enabled, and lastly DTS Sound Unbound. The pros and cons, and I'm talking only about War Thunder here. Spatial positioning. It for me does really work with helping out finding out where the sounds came from, especially planes were easier to locate precisely compared to the regular sound. But I have never had any issues finding out the general directions where planes came from with War Thunder's normal audio. But I do think that Dolby Atmos and DTS Unbound does help with locating the position more precisely. I think the DTS Unbound was a little better with widening the soundscape, but I did not care for how some of the effects sounded. And the cons, muddled sound. It was pretty strange. Some sharper weapons firing sounds and effects in general were just fine, while others became low and muddled and it sounded as if you were underwater. That underwater effect was for me much more noticeable with the DTS Unbound, while with the Dolby Atmos it sounded much more like War Thunder's normal sounds. All this also depends on how good your headset is. The better it is, the more noticeable is the decrease in sound effect quality and crispness. If you just have a generic headset, you will probably be better off than running a higher quality one when noticing the change in effect quality. I have a pretty good Sennheiser headset and I could definitely hear the quality differences. But again, it's all personal preferences, and if it would bother you, it's completely up to you. And the other con is cost. It of course also has to be mentioned that this is not free after the trial runs out. Personally, I do think it's worth the cost, but it is not needed at all for a great gaming experience in War Thunder. I did end up buying the Dolby Atmos license, but I only ran the trial for the DTS Sound Unbound. You can have both trials running at the same time to check out the apps and sound differences. I believe the trial for the Dolby Atmos ran for 7 days, while the trial for the DTS Unbound is 14 days.
Forces have captured a zone. The gun's reloaded! Allied forces have captured a zone. zone. The enemy has been destroyed. It seems we missed. The target has been destroyed. The victory is near. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Affirmative.
It serves him right. Attention to the designated grid zone! Next target! Yes, a hit! The enemy tank has been destroyed! Allied forces have captured a zone! Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Attention to the designated grid square.
The enemy tank has been destroyed.
As mentioned, this is of course not needed for a great gaming experience, but it does help some I think. And I'm glad that Guardian added the support. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember to deploy your die breaks. Have a good one.